has the NFL landscape just been irrevocably altered, leaving one championship contending team in utter despair and another with an unexpected golden ticket to reshape its future? Brace yourselves, football fanatics, because the trade winds are howling, and they're carrying the unmistakable scent of a blockbuster deal involving Kirk Cousins. The gridiron has been rocked by a series of devastating blows to some of the league's most promising quarterbacks. Week 2 brought with it a cruel twist of fate, sidelining key signal callers and sending shockwaves through locker rooms and fan bases alike. Joe Burrow, the lifeblood of the Cincinnati Bengals, is now projected to miss a staggering 3 months, a timeline that could effectively torpedo their entire season. Not to be outdone by misfortune, the Minnesota Vikings' J.J. McCarthy is nursing a high ankle sprain, potentially sidelining him for multiple games, while Jaden Daniels battles a knee injury and Brock Purdy faces a 3 to 4 week absence with turf toe. These aren't just minor nicks, these are seismic events, each with the potential to derail a team's aspirations. But it's the situation in Cincinnati that truly ignites the trade speculation. The Bengals, just a few seasons removed from a Super Bowl appearance, are firmly entrenched in win-now mode. Their roster is stacked with elite talent like Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, players who demand a competent arm to maximize their potential. Without Burrow, the Bengals' quarterback depth chart reads like a grim comedy. Jake Browning, Mike White, and Sean Clifford, a trio optimistically dubbed the Holy Trinity of Suck by some analysts. The thought of navigating a brutal upcoming schedule against formidable defenses like the Vikings, Broncos, and Packers with such options is enough to send shivers down the spine of any Bengals faithful. One projection suggests they could be looking at a dismal 2-7 record over their next 9 games without a legitimate quarterback, effectively ending their season before it truly begins. The panic in Cincinnati is palpable, and desperation, as they say, breeds opportunity. Enter Kirk Cousins, currently the Atlanta Falcons' highly paid backup quarterback. For weeks, the idea of trading Cousins seemed like a distant whisper, a hypothetical scenario discussed in the abstract. After all, he commands a hefty $27 million salary, an astronomical figure for a player holding a clipboard. However, the unexpected brilliance of second-year quarterback Michael Penix has fundamentally shifted the narrative in Atlanta. Penix has not only proven capable, but has thrived in the Falcons' offense, demonstrating a poise and talent that suggests he's ready to lead the charge. With Penix firmly entrenched as the starter, Cousins' role as an expensive insurance policy suddenly looks less like a luxury and more like a potential asset waiting to be leveraged. From the Falcons' perspective, the situation is complex yet tantalizing. On one hand, having a veteran like Cousins as a backup is an unparalleled luxury. Should Penix, heaven forbid, suffer an injury, Cousins is more than capable of stepping in, knowing the offense, and keeping the Falcons' playoff hopes alive. This inherent value naturally drives up his price. But on the other hand, the sheer desperation of a team like the Bengals presents an unprecedented opportunity for Atlanta to clear significant cap space and acquire valuable draft capital. The question then becomes, how much is too much to ask for a backup, even one of Cousins' caliber, when a Super Bowl contender is knocking on your door with their season on the line? Financially, a deal for Cousins isn't just a pipe dream, it's a tangible possibility. Reports indicate that the Bengals possess nearly $13 million in cap space, enough to absorb a substantial portion of Cousins' salary. A structured deal, perhaps with Atlanta absorbing the remaining portion, would make the move financially palatable for Cincinnati, especially given Burrow's expected return later in the season. This isn't just a rental, it's a strategic acquisition to keep their championship window open. And let's not forget, Burrow's injury history adds another layer of intrigue, making a competent backup like Cousins a potentially long-term asset for the Bengals, not just a temporary fix. The trade proposals are already flying, each one sparking heated debate among analysts and fans. Clutch Points, a prominent sports media outlet, has put forth an initial offer. The Bengals receive Kirk Cousins, and in return, the Falcons get a 2026 fourth-round pick and a 2026 seventh-round pick. While any draft capital for a backup might seem appealing at first glance, a deeper dive reveals this offer to be woefully insufficient for a player of Cousins' proven ability, especially given the Bengals' dire circumstances. Let's be clear, Cousins, despite his backup status and a shoulder injury that hampered him last season, is a capable NFL quarterback. While he might not consistently hit 4,000 yards or 29 touchdowns, a healthy Cousins could realistically deliver around 3,800 yards, 22 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions. Numbers that represent a monumental upgrade over Cincinnati's current options. The Bengals aren't just looking for a warm body. They need competency, a steady hand to navigate their season through the storm. Their fan base is restless, having tasted Super Bowl glory only to fall short since. Every season from this point forward is win now, and losing Burrow for 3 months without a viable replacement is simply not an option. This is precisely why the Falcons must drive a hard bargain. My own trade proposal reflects this leverage. The Bengals acquire Kirk Cousins, and the Falcons receive a 2026 fourth-round pick, a 2026 fifth-round pick. Even if the Falcons don't currently possess one, it's a target, and a 2027 seventh-round pick. This package offers immediate benefits for Atlanta, clearing significant salary cap space and bolstering their draft capital for future team building. Imagine using some of that newly acquired draft capital to make another strategic move at this year's trade deadline, further solidifying the team if their record warrants it. It's a win-win scenario. The Bengals get their much-needed quarterback to keep their season alive, and the Falcons optimize their roster, clear money off the books, and gain valuable assets. This isn't mere speculation. There are legitimate legs behind these rumors. The confluence of critical quarterback injuries, a desperate win-now team, and an unexpectedly available, highly competent backup creates a perfect storm for a trade that could reshape the playoff picture. The Falcons are in an enviable position, holding a valuable chip that a desperate contender desperately needs. So, as the NFL season continues to unfold with its unpredictable twists and turns, one question looms large, demanding an answer from every true football fan. With the Bengals in crisis and the Falcons holding the key, would you trade Kirk Cousins to Cincinnati under these terms? Type T for trade or K for keep, and let your voice be heard in the comments below. And if you want to stay ahead of every breaking story, every rumor, and every game-changing analysis for your Dirty Birds, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on all your bell notifications. Help us reach our goal of 13% on our Noti Gang, so you never miss a moment of the action. The NFL is a league of constant evolution, where fortunes can change in an instant and strategic moves can define an era. This potential Kirk Cousins trade isn't just about moving a player. It's about navigating the chaos, seizing opportunity, and ultimately shaping the destiny of two franchises. Rise up, Dirty Birds fans, and stay cool.